This one, you need a whole instruction manual on how to freaking install this thing. So you come and install this, and then the hole that's on the toilet sits down inside of this. So that's just weird to me, and I could be wrong, but to me, there's an issue that can fill right here, and there's an issue that it can fill here, which we put the wax ring on, like we always do, but on a standard toilet, there's only one place that it couldn't fill. This, in my opinion, has two spaces that it can fill. So what we're doing is if you staple that there and then leave that kind of like that, when they need to replace it, they can pull it out and replace it. So it's going to be stapled there, and then that goes out to a hose bib, so then they can pull it out, fix it, and then shove it back in if they ever need to. So installed that, put this wall in. Now we can run our water lines for our faucet, and then it's got a tub surround. So we'll install that piece and this today, and then the fart fan exhaust, we'll do that today too. But the fan itself was supposed to show up, but it will show up probably at like 6 o'clock. And it's 4:34, almost 4 now. We have most of the electrical ran. That'll be a switch with an outlet on it that will go to the light up there. We're gonna have another light right here, and then a light over here above the shower, and then the fan that will have a light like a night light and stuff in it, and it will have a sensor. I'll turn it on if it gets too humid in here. And then right here we're gonna have that light switch for these lights here. So a fan here, a switch that is a smart switch for the fan and the light and night light and everything, and then the other, it'll have a double gang, and then it'll have another switch for the other lights. And then the light right behind me will be off of that box. So switch there for that light and plug there for the vanity. This box is moving. We just put this, that's for the power, the internet. So put an outlet in there so then they can run everything off of that. All their internet, their Cat 6 or Cat 5 wire is in there, and they have a splitter in there and everything. And then I have an electrician come in tonight. My fingers look short and fat right there. That he's gonna swap this panel to be over there because we don't want it in the bathroom.
On today's experience, gonna install this fan. Gotta run that hose all the way over here. Gotta run that all the way. Wire it up. Get it ran all the way down over to here. And then after that, gotta start working on the plumbing over here. We gotta get this whole tub and shower plumbed. We're gonna be installing that. The ceiling up over here. Got this installed yesterday along with all this plumbing. Got it all ran. Connected in up over here. As soon as this decides it wants to flip around, all up in over here. Got all the plumbing up over in here. Okay, so today we're going to be hooking up the water to all of this. To show you where that is, that leads out through here. Had to connect into here, run them over. It actually goes up through that little crack over there, which if we come right over here, take a look over here, those pipes that we ran come in, lead off of here, come up into here. But we've got cold here, hot here. Just gonna cut here, connect with T, and then turn the water back on. Repressurize it, make sure we don't got no leaks. Obviously now I've got everything pressurized. I'm the only one here, so. But we've checked here. We've got no leaks coming through here. Any leaks in here? None. Everything is back to full pressure. We've got no leaks anywhere, so we are good to go. Forgot to film earlier when it was just this first coat sanded, but second coat is being applied.
So we went and picked up our door. We're gonna paint these walls and then we will install it. Got a madhouse in here right now. Got that wall framed in sheetrock now. We insulated the ceiling on this end. That's an exterior wall, that's an exterior wall, so we insulated there. So we'll have the vanity here with the white above it, white switch there, and a plug. And then that toilet will go here with a clean out right behind it. And then the light fixture. This fan is really cool. This light fan, and then a light above the tub. But we're painting right now. This fan is really cool. So what it does, Eric, you want to come push the buttons?
Yeah.
See if I can get it. Okay. Yep. So you can turn on the light, you can dim it. And then you can push a humidity sensor. So that will kick on when it gets humid in here. If someone's in the shower, it has a sensor that will automatically turn on. And then there's how quiet it is. He's wearing a new shirt. No paint on it yet, and then he chooses to paint in it. Brought that up as high as we possibly can. And then you got my shirt covered in freaking paint and red guard.
90% of my shirts look
And I have holes in it and everything, so. Yeah. So he makes more money than I do. He's got nicer shit than I do. So we got to grind this floor. This is where the drain came in, and so we had a stub out for the toilet and for the bathtub. So we have to grind this flat, and then we're going to use a 3/4 inch notch trowel and start laying some tile. So we're going to have a 1 inch lip right here underneath the door for the threshold. So then the door for the tile stops halfway underneath the door. And then we're going to replace all of this carpet with LVP soon. And so, but for now, we're just going to stop that tile right there. Let's swap this out. And here goes the last piece. And that's okay because the door will cover that. And then we just put anywhere that's not already. So that one's perfect. This one, not so much. So we slide this flat surface so it hits. But see there, it won't hit. But there it does. So put these clips in, squeeze, and now it's flush. And then I just have to clean this up without spilling anything on the carpet, even though it's going away. So there you go. Previously, I showed that this was hitting, and then when you put these clips in, they lift it. So now it's a smooth, all of the tiles the same height. So let's see if I can put this off through here. So push this down a little bit. So if we push this down, maybe, yeah, and it hits. And so it goes across My hands are going. And it hits. So when you put these in there, they have these red tabs and it helps hold this and pull it up. So put that in. And now, super smooth.
All right, so today we get to come in here and we get to clean up all of this stuff. When they're on the ground, it's nice and easy because you can just come through, kick these right off.
We've done a lot of work on this bathroom and we keep forgetting to film, so here's where we're at. So, got the vanity, the drawer, so we got to put a 22-degree angle on it, pop it over, and then put the P-trap. And so, or I'll cut it and see if I can just move the P-trap over. I might be able to just do it that way. But then hook up our water lines, install our toilet. We just got the baseboard in. We got to paint it and caulk it. Unfortunately, I ordered the door. I was actually in the middle of Gulf of Mexico when I ordered it, and so I forgot to tell the guy it was for a 2x6 2x6 wall. So it needed to be a 2x6 jamb or 6-inch jamb, but I didn't tell him the width, and it needed to be 2 foot 6 inches, and he gave me a 3.0. So I got to get a new door. Flooring's all done, the base is all done. He's just finishing up the nail holes. We'll put a cover. Oh, we already put the cover on that, and then put in our water line. Put our covers on our light switches, and then the homeowner put these in. So we won't do the toilet paper that tall, but it will be obviously on that wall. There's not any other wall. Towel holder, wash rag holder on that, and then 2 hooks over there. We used to have a whole breaker panel right here, and now that's on the other side. So they had just internet and everything in that room too, so now it's in that box. And then we have the panel right here. So eventually we're going to put an exterior door here that's going to go outside, and this will be a hallway, so this will no longer be a closet. And then we'll build a closet, a door right here, and into a massive closet over there. But for now, that's just going to be in that closet for now. We got this super awesome toilet. Normally we go get our own toilets, but these homeowners decided they wanted to get their own toilet, and it's weird as fuck. It's Kohler brand, but I've just, and some plumbers probably have installed a bunch of these. We just never have. But there's a ring. It's a little weird. Normally this is right here and it's on the ground. You put the wax ring on, you go and set the toilet. This one, you need a whole instruction manual on how to freaking install this thing. So you come and install this, and then the hole that's on the toilet sits down inside of this. So that's just weird to me, and I could be wrong, but to me, there's an issue that can fill right here, and there's an issue that it can fill here, which we put the wax ring on, like we always do, but on a standard toilet, there's only one place that it couldn't fill. This, in my opinion, has 2 spaces that it can fill, but plumber can come in and write in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, or what kind of their opinions of this toilet. And so I haven't seen any of the instructions. I just got here and I'm working on the vanity. I'll let you know when we're all done with it and show you the whole thing, but just not a fan of this type of toilet. Neither is Eric. So I just got the right door and installed it with the farmhouse casing. Kind of cut the header out there. And we will paint tomorrow and put the door on.